inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Second down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw to Musgrave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Richardson going to change the play here. Back to throw. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Richardson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Braden Narbison for the Packer field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Narbison's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. To about the 40-yard line. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Buying time to his left. A short throw to Musgrave. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Rolling to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw there to Strange. His 1st catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. On On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a 1st carry here for their running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Hunter now will go in motion left.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, right now, you got 58. Check, lucky.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
A final shot before the half. Richardson flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
3rd and 2. From the gun, Bigsby. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers now on 1st and 10. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Thomas will come in motion right. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
56. Right there. 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Brenton Strange, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side is going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson to throw off play action. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Richardson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mostert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Bigsby is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll run with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now it's Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that? Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This is 1st and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here comes 2nd down.
A give for Taylor running right side. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
19 Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Richardson.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Richardson to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.